think, 10 minutes? What's that? Forgot my bag, apparently. Basil! Basil! Good boy! Hey, you've been having some fun there, Basil boy. Aren't you, Madeline? This will go viral when I fall over. That was not very dramatic, was it? Hi, welcome to today's video. We finally got out to do some plein air painting in oils. We're all set up. Going to paint this view of Godrevy lighthouse because we can't quite get down on the beach because the tide has not gone out far enough just yet. We want to get on and do some painting before the sun sets. So yeah, let's get on with it. So just usual colours, we'll go through them now. Colours, I've got titanium white, cadmium yellow, lemon yellow, Naples yellow, cadmium red, magenta, Indian red, raw sienna, raw umber, violet, ultramarine blue, cerulean blue, cobalt blue, ivory black, and there's a bit of Viridian there. I found a tube of Viridian. I've quite fancied trying that one out today. I've got in the dipper I've got terps in there and my stand oil and terps mixture in there, and as luck would have it, the tide has just dropped out, gone out now. Look, we could have got down just. So never mind, we're going for that now. Okay, let's go on with it, Mads. Let's get on. Cut.
Action. Cut. Not cut. Action.
What is it?
Action.
Action. Right.
Well, at least you'll know now.
Okay, let's get cracking. Let's just mix up something I can just get down for that colour of that water. Oh, let's put that quite high up. That Naples yellow is quite a good choice of colour. We'll try and do this if we can. We'll try and do this in one take. I'll try and make it as quick as I can. With a palette knife on there. I'm going to add a bit more of this Naples yellow into these colours here as the sea comes down, because it's taking on this colour from the sky there as the sun is setting. And I'm going to put a bit of terps in there, quite a lot of terps. I'm going to risk it. I don't normally do that quite so much. It might stay a bit wet. Let's see now. Way too much cad red there. And I'm going to try and This is the cadmium red and lemon yellow with a bit of Naples yellow mixture there, and I'm just going to get something done for that sky. I'm definitely going to have to leave a little area for, let's say the lighthouse is going to go in there, drops back down, and then headland starts again up there. I'm using the same brush, I've just wiped it on the rag, so I haven't cleaned it, which is quite nice because then it gets some of that sort of grey coming through. A bit more lemon yellow on this side. A bit more lemon yellow this side. In fact, I'm going to push that lighthouse across a bit more actually, the island there. So I want that come through there like that. That's where the island for the lighthouse is going to start. And the colour changes over that side, and it gets warmer on that side. So that's where the Naples yellow is going to go in more on this side, where the sky is a bit warmer because the sun is over there, isn't it, Madeline?
Yes.
It's over there, look. That's quite nice for the sky. Let's see what I can make here with this Cerulean blue. We've got a raw sienna. And put a little bit of violet in there for the moment on a sort of darkish grey. See what that looks like dragged across there. A bit too dark. It's alright for the waves though, although they're a bit greener actually. Let's get that Viridian in there. So we want a couple of waves sort of coming in like this. That's where the biggest wave is, and then it sort of gets they get fainter in other areas then. Right, there's my brush. That's better. That's not bad actually. Get this colour a bit more accurate for the water. Very difficult colour to get. A bit bluer over there. A little bit medium in that paint I'm trying. It's quite light over there. Something like that. Got Madeline creeping around like a creeper. So the water definitely has a greener feel down here. Quite nice actually. Let's add a bit of cab red into that lemon yellow and just try and see what we can make down here. That's quite nice actually. It's very nice, that's really nice. Even though I say so myself. Quite like these areas here. Got some nice colours coming through there. So this water's going to change colour quite a lot as it gets more towards the sunset colour. So I've got that wave that runs across there. Put that in there. And it goes back into sort of blue again, cooler colours as it goes away, the water. Here is a bit darker. This is where we've got some rocks to put in a minute in there. So this gets quite dark at the top. And I'm going to add a bit more green into that to make it a bit more interesting. In here, nice different types of greens. And it just runs across there like that. And there's another dark wave starts there from time to time. That's further out. And as it comes down into this area, it becomes more like that. You've got these sort of nice greens that appear as it's sort of just coming into the shallow areas here. Something like that there. It's like a very faint violet-y colour in those clouds over there. There's a nice bit of light coming down the side of the lighthouse there, which we're going to try and remember. And I want to get these, we're going to paint these clouds in now that are over there in the distance. They've just started forming, so we're going to try and get those in while they're there and just remember what that looks like. At least I've got it on video so I can have a look back, can't I? So, right. That runs right across like that. Notice how the colours get warmer as they get more towards where the sun is. So over here, for instance, this is not quite that warm, but these clouds are a bit warmer in colour. So I'm just going to put in a cadmium red there, but I think I'm going to go back to Naples yellow and magenta mixed in with that ultramarine. That's quite nice actually. So we just run that along there, and over this side it's definitely more towards the violet, so they can go bluer, slightly bluer over there, the clouds, and they get a bit smaller actually. And I've noticed as well that the sky is now more towards a pinky red now along here, so I'm just going to put that in. Quite subtle, but it's there. So it's all changing pretty quick now, like I thought it might. So just take that off a little bit. I just want to get some of this shape of this island in now. So we're going to paint this in quite quickly now. Here, we don't want to go too dark. We'll add a little bit of medium into that, so it goes a bit more transparent. That's it. Okay, so now that drops in front of the, comes down below the horizon line, and then actually goes quite a way up to about there. And we've got a darker rock in front of it here, like that. That's a bit darker, and that runs across. There's a beach that runs up like that. We've got that little land there. You can actually see the colour there because the sun is on there. And we've got a beach which looks like that type of colour, almost like a pink, violet, lilac-y pink in there. Go back to this now, where the lighthouse is. So that needs to be about that long. Something like that. Let's try and get a bit of ultramarine blue with the Indian red in here. Start to get some of these darker shapes in here where these rocks are. That one is okay, could be being a bit darker. We've got one about here, something like that. And there's more actually now appearing at the back, just catching the light. What, I can't remember, I made that colour now. Just need to get this filled in here a little bit. That's it. And we're going to put some of that just on the water now a little bit as well, actually, because I can see some of these colours are just catching. So this is wet into wet. So we're just running these colours over the top of the wet paint without them going too muddy. So it's a very light touch. And I'm just going to keep with the cadmium red because I think it's working quite nicely actually. And just drop a bit of that more towards this side. Let's get some idea of this surf now. It's a really tricky colour to gauge, that is. We're going to put some violet into the white. I've got to watch as the wave comes over. It sort of runs across the top, this does. So I'm just going to I don't want that to go all the way over, and then it sort of breaks up a bit down here, you see. Something like that. Let's get another hint at some of these other little waves that are coming in at the back there that are not as dark. So like smaller ones. And then we'll just take that off with a knife. Oh, I think I might have to leave that now.
I think it looks really nice.
Thanks.
I really like the orange.
It's the best I could do in that space of time, I think. But good fun though. Right, so that's his quick oil sketch as the sun was going down at Godrevy with the lighthouse. So we've got the lighthouse here, and I think it's the best I could do as the light fades quite quickly now, and we've got to clamber back up the rocks to go back home. So I hope you enjoyed that one. It's the first time we've been out with the easel for a little while. And I've got the bug again, so I'll be doing it a lot more often. So thanks for watching, and bye for now. And thanks to Madeline for doing the videoing.
Videos like that are funny though.
Yeah.
When you look back on them.
Cheers, Mads. Bye. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
When you were painting on your phone, I took some photos.